disturbing. You thought stealing from rich people was crazy. This is beyond crazy. This is beyond crazy, and I'm just gonna give you a little disclaimer here that if you got a squeamish stomach, or you don't like weird stories or bad things, you don't like bad things, don't watch the rest of this video because it's kind of bizarre. Well, anyway, the problem we got here in Illinois there's something called the Safety Act that we implemented about 3 years ago. It's the same type of law that California, and New York, the state of New York, they have the same type of laws. It's called the cashless bail law type of thing, but here they call it the Safety Act. And you know how those progressives are. They make a law and they call it what it's not, right? They call it what it's not. The Safety Act didn't make anybody any safer. It actually made our state crazier. It made our state crazier, and that's the problem. And here I got a story here for you today where it is crazy. It is crazy. You're not going to believe this story. You're not going to believe this story. It happened in a sleepy little border town called Antioch, Illinois. Good morning, mofo. Good morning. This is going to make the hair on the back of the Michiganders stand up. Once you hear this story, you're never going to want to come to the state of Illinois ever again. This is just so disturbing. This is a let me have a little bit of my Dr. Pepper here. Coffee's not gonna cut it this morning. Coffee's not for this story. For this story here, it's not gonna cut it. I had to go with Dr. Pepper. So let's dip into this story from Fox 32 Chicago. It takes place in Antioch, Illinois, up by the border of Wisconsin. And it's disturbing. It's disturbing. I'm telling you. It just happened like a couple of weeks, about 3-4 weeks ago. It's disturbing. It's a disturbing story. I can't say that enough. So let's dip into this, and this you'll never want to come to Illinois after you hear this. You'll never, and it's all about illegal too. It's about a migrant.
Her boss's hands are the last pieces of her daughter, sealed in evidence envelopes, a bracelet, a ring, a few small tokens of a life cut short. But even with those, it's still not enough answers, not enough.
Pretty girl here. They're always pretty. I don't know. Pretty girl. Nice photo. May she rest in peace.
Justice for a mother left shattered.
There are no words to help me understand how a person can do
this lady's statement is an understatement. Well, you'll find out why, but what she's saying now is just an understatement.
This to another human being and walk out of court the next day like you got a traffic ticket.
37-year-old Megan Boss spoke with her mom in February. That would be the last time they'd speak. A manhunt went on from February until this day, April 10th. This blue tarp marked the heartbreaking end of a weeks-long search. It's where Megan Boss's body was found, hidden in a container behind a Waukegan home. For 7 weeks, she lay there while Antioch and Waukegan police scoured the area. Detectives eventually traced Megan's last phone signal to this neighborhood when they questioned Jose Luis Mendoza Gonzalez.
Here you go. Here's the culprit. He's a Mexican national. Here's the culprit. This is disturbing. This is disturbing.
a man known to have frequent contact with her. He said she overdosed in his home in mid-February. But instead of calling for help, he broke her phone, left her body in his basement for days, and then moved her to a container outside where she remained undiscovered for nearly 2 months. The 52-year-old is now charged with two.
Guess what? They charged this guy and then they let him out. They let him out. He at best he covered up a death, right? He covered up a death. Worst, he was part of the death in some way, shape, or form. If he's being truthful and she OD'd, why didn't he call the authorities? For 2 months he failed to disclose this. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is why I'm drinking Dr. Pepper this morning.
Counts of concealment of a death, abuse of a corpse, and obstructing justice. But despite those charges, he is not in custody, and now calls for justice are growing louder.
As Jose Mendoza Gonzalez, a Mexican national that resided there and worked at this business. At first, he said that yes, he knew her and she was at his house, but only for a brief time. As officers continued to question and pressured, asking if she was still alive, he said he did not want to be arrested at work.
Tom Weber represents the 64th District where the Boss family lives. During session just hours ago, he questioned the Safety Act and if it's working.
Someone that hid their body in a garbage can for 51 days. Is this a non-detainable offense? Should we not find out, wait for a toxicology report, anything? Especially with someone that is a citizen of a foreign country.
Family and friends are preparing to lay Megan to rest, but says they don't have any peace.
Where we centralized most of the searches was within 200 feet of where she was the entire time.
They were searching for her and they were within 200 feet of her body. Yet he would not tell them anything. He would not tell them anything. He failed to disclose what happened.
His door was knocked on multiple times. Like, it's gut-wrenching. It's nauseating to think the whole entire time she was just there. And he didn't give a care in the world.
And says the fight for Megan Boss is just getting started.
We want to make sure that we can speak out on behalf of her for other people that may go through something like this or that already have and want to help us join in the fight to stop criminals from walking like this.
For now, all Megan's mother has are a few belongings and the smile of her daughter that now lives on in the little girl Megan left behind, a child who will grow up without her mother.
And I thought all the whole time that I was searching for her, all I could think of was being able to hug her. I just wanted to put my arms around her. Never let her go.
Megan will be laid to rest this Saturday as the investigation continues. Police are still waiting for toxicology results to determine her exact cause of death. In the studio, Tia Ewing, Fox 32 Chicago.
So there you go. There you go. Disturbing, very sad reality of what's happening in the great state of Illinois. The guy's running wild. He's loose. I wouldn't be surprised if he's heading to the border right now of Mexico. The cops don't care. This is in Lake County. And I'm telling you, every county in the state of Illinois is not even safe anymore because of what we call the Safety Act here. The Safety Act doesn't keep anybody safe. Oh, Jim Harry in the house. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. I hope you didn't get squeamish. Let me give me some of the Dr. Pepper. My God. The thing is, Antioch's a nice little town, but there's a lot of There's a lot of riffraff in that town. For some reason, it has a large population of riffraff and illegals. There's some white trash there too, but it's a tough town that on regular basis comes up with these crazy stories, crazy, unbelievable stories. How can someone do that? How can someone do that to another person? It is, and I don't think we got all the gory details either. I think there's some more gory details lurking under the surface that are being withheld from the media. It's utterly crazy. Oh, there you go. It's not our mayor. It's this happened in Lake County, out by the Wisconsin border. This is state of Illinois. This is J.B. Pudster, the Chris Christie of the Midwest, the donut eater, the donut eater of Illinois. Oh my Lord, he wants to become president. He wants to become president. He brought in the same laws that they have in California and New York State, that are just crazy and super liberal. That's what I'm here to tell you. Yeah, Pudster's the governor. Yes. Although he spends most of his time in Wisconsin. He's got lots of property in Wisconsin. Figure that one out. He sets policy in Illinois, and yet he spends most of his summer and fall in Wisconsin. He lives up in Lake Geneva. He's one of the rich people that lives in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. So, how do they get in? Because he's got money. He's connected to Barack Obama.